So this is our transition. This is our transition from celebrity politics talk into the movie section of the Now What Happened. And this is a crossover because Pixar is getting involved with mustard. I had no intentions on even bringing up this song, but Pixar posted this GIF right here of oh gosh, what's the name? He's the caterpillar off of oh gosh. Oh, what's the movie? I know you guys are screaming it right now. Not Monsters Inc. Why is my brain what is it called? Oh, A Bug's Life. A Bug's Life. Really good movie. It's like Pixar's underrated movie. Like, I think everyone loves it, but we don't talk about it as much as we talk about other ones. But anyway, the caterpillar is like screaming from something. But he's definitely saying mustard. Doesn't really matter. So I heard clips of it, but I was like, let me go hear the song. I went and looked at the song. It sounds good. I'm not into rap, so it's not my cup of tea. I'm an old school. If it ain't Luther Vandross, if this world mine, if it ain't Whitney Houston, if it's not Janet Jackson, I couldn't think of a Janet Jackson, so just say, but you get what I'm saying? So like I'm an old schooler. Like just always, and even when I was a kid, like when I was young, I liked oldies. So people was like, who is this 5-year-old walking around saying who knows what? But that being said, when I tell you the beat goes in when he's screaming mustard for like 2 minutes at the end of the song. the beat is eating down to the ground. Beat down to the ground. So there's an art piece. How do I explain this? There's an art piece I would like to do dealing with mustard, and I should probably just do it quickly if I have the time. I'm working on a lot of 3D. I'm trying to open my 3D portfolio, and maybe we'll do that quickly and quickly post it before no one cares anymore. But Kendrick Lamar is on fire. He's on fire. There is some news going on about him and Drake trying to sue or whatever, but I didn't have the time to really dig deep, and I'm not really into the music industry world unless it crosses over into some extremes. I just didn't feel like talking about it, and I wasn't even going to bring up this song, but it crosses over into Pixar. And the thing is, in the comments, people were loving it. They were loving Pixar for that. They like, oh, he's really a game changer if he's pulling everybody over like that. So Samuel Jackson said something that I hear him, but I don't agree with him. And I'm going to read it. He said, folks go, it's just an honor to be nominated. No, it ain't. It's an honor to win. Yikes. Okay. From his perspective, Samuel L. Jackson's an amazing actor who he can't even count how many movies and shows and things he's done. He can't even count. Blockbusters, underrated things. You can't. For him, being nominated is like, okay, right? Like, of course he's going to be nominated when he does a thing because he's Samuel L. Jackson. Winning is an honor for him. I hear that. But as an overall broader way of thinking, I don't agree with that. I think being nominated is an honor because, I'm sorry, I don't have an Oscar. I don't have a Tony. I don't have an Emmys. I don't have a NAACP award. I don't have a BET award. I don't have that. And I'm not necessarily searching for that, but my point is that the average Joe don't got no chance. And then all the actors, there's so many actors who haven't even been at the awards, let alone be nominated. So to be picked as a person out of these 5-8 people, depending on how many, that's a big deal. And that is an honor. I would feel honored if they said we nominate you for any award. So I hear him, I get him, and from his point of view, he is absolutely right. But I think a broader point of view is, no, it is an honor to be nominated for sure. For sure. Okay, So Moana 2 actually aired or came out yesterday on the 27th. And I'm seeing mixed emotions from people who've seen it early. Some people are like, wow, it's actually better than I thought. Some people are like, it's not as good as the first movie. I'm not going to see it in the theater, but just as soon as I can see it, I will tell you guys how I feel about it. It looks visually appealing, but I don't know if it's going to have the same move that the second one did off the jump. I think down the road it will, because the thing is, any movie that has a great female lead as animated and has really good music, the little kids, I was about to say girls, but the little boys and girls, they eat that up and they watch it over and over and over and over again on Disney Plus. So it performs well in the long run. That's why Frozen did so well, and that's why Moana, I think, if I'm not mistaken, is number one when it comes to the music and like the playback, but I'm not sure. But I'm sure it's between that and Frozen. It did say that they are the second highest for previews, so they've already received 13.8 million in previews. I'm assuming previews are anybody who seen it early, anybody who's seen it like on a Wednesday or just any time beforehand. I'm not sure what that means. I have to look deeper into what it means to have a preview. But they got 13.8 million in that, and they said that's the second of any animated film. So that sounds like that's going to be good. I don't know. I wonder what Inside Out 2 was, because Inside Out 2 became number one, but that doesn't mean it performed well in the beginning. People probably didn't care in the beginning and then heard all how amazing Inside Out 2 was and was like, let me go on ahead and see what this is about. Because the opposite can happen too, where you're thinking, oh, wow, it performed well off the jump and then it wasn't good and nobody went and watched. So the opposite can happen. So we just have to kind of wait and see on the numbers. So as soon as I get some information, I'll let you guys know maybe next week. Okay, talking about numbers, as y'all know, last week was Wicked week. Wicked is performing very well. At least the last numbers I saw, I'm sure it's higher now, but the last numbers I saw was a few days ago. So they received 114 million domestically, 164 million worldwide. They're eating. So together it was 300 and something for both movies to make, but I think it was like 145 million, give or take, for this movie. So already they made their money back. They made their money back in just a few days. So this movie, I'm sure it'll make it to $1 billion. I'm sure. So Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is getting, I wouldn't say he's getting heat. I would say it's like playful heat, playful annoyance, playful, like kind of like have several seats, The Rock, and I agree with the comments. So he's gonna say, okay, before I say that, people are kind of like, so that even the theaters are like, don't sing. Do not sing in this movie, not just for Wicked, but for Moana or any movie, really. Do not sing in this movie. Sit down and watch the movie and enjoy it, right? That's what the movie theaters are saying, and that's what people are saying. The Rock said, you paid your hard-earned money for a ticket. You've gone into a musical, and you're into it. Sing. So he's like, basically, he's like, if you want to sing, sing. It sounds nice. It sounds great. But no, do not do that. Do not do that. They create sing-alongs for a reason. They create sing-alongs where the words are at the bottom of the screen and there's a little character or object popping a dopping down the line. Okay, and that's for the sing-alongs. It's going to be I'm going to be the little thing. Boop-a-doop, boop, boop, boop-a-doop, boop, boop, boop. If you don't see words down the lane telling you what word it is to do next, be quiet. That's not what this is for. So no, I do not agree. Because why? First of all, for me, I knew of Wicked. I'd never seen Wicked. I knew of the songs. I don't know the songs. So when I went to watch, I went with fresh eyes and ears to watch the movie. And thankfully, no one in my screening, although you can tell they were fans, no one was disrespectful and sang in the song. They were all quiet. They clapped and they cheered and they, awed and just the normal audience participations, but they did not ruin it by singing, "You are not Cynthia Erivo. You are not Ariana Grande. Sit down. We don't want to hear you. We want to hear the movie that we paid for. And if I want to sing along, I'll go to a sing-along. And if you want to sing along at a sing-along." So no, The Rock, we should not be singing at the movie theaters at all. Because some people never seen the movie, don't even know nothing about Wicked. I know a teeny bit and know a little bit of songs from social media and watching clips and things like that. But the average Joe that is convinced to go, because some people are already like, I don't know nothing about musicals, I don't know nothing about Wicked, but I'm gonna go see it because people are saying it's really good. So I want to. Those are the ones you don't want to ruin it for, because they already don't like musicals. And here they are feeling like they're being dragged along, and they will be pleasantly surprised at the end. But if you got people singing in the theater, they're going to ruin it. Okay, so do not do that. Don't listen to The Rock on that one. Okay, I know he's just trying to, whatever, but do not listen to him on that. So come to find out, which I'm trying to figure out why mine didn't do this, but they placed Snow White trailer at the top of Wicked, but mine didn't have that. I had Sonic again. I mean, nothing wrong with Sonic, but I was just like, dang, but I did go to an earlier showing, so maybe they didn't drop it until the main showing. That would make sense. So I'm like, dang, I wish I would have went to, I mean, I've seen a bootleg version of the trailer, but it would have been nice to have seen that in the movie theater. So we'll see. Maybe I'll get to see it in the next movie I go to the theaters to see. To that point, Snow White is coming out March 21st. It does look good. I don't put what I'm trying to say. It looks like they added a little to the story. Reasonably, I understand. We're in a new age, okay, here's the thing about Snow White. You got to remember that Snow White is the first ever animated feature film in history. We've never seen it before. We've had cartoons and things like that, 15 minutes of them running around slapping each other in the face. We never had a movie that's animated that has a full story, the full arc up and down, the deaths and the pathos and the sad and all that stuff. But it also was at a time where, that was 1930 something, 1935, one of the two. That's almost 100 years ago, like rounding up. So it's like the way we understand power and strength as a woman, as a person, is not the same. And if we just do that story flat as it is, it can be a little disrespectful to the times that we're in. So I understand why they add to it. But at the same time, it looks like, I don't want to see that part. I don't want that part. I just want what I remember. So we'll see about that. Okay. Moving on. Lilo and Stitch. I was worried about Lilo and Stitch, but something came up. We'll talk about it in a second. So first of all, talking about Moana, I don't know how I did a gap, but we didn't talk about what? Oh, we did. Okay, somehow Wicked should have came before Moana. Anyway, because that was going to be the transition, but whatever. I didn't really make good transitions here. But Lilo and Stitch, if you're looking at this image, did a little nod to Moana, where he's like biting on the little coconut character people. It's cute, but what I need them to do, and if they don't do it, I think I'm really going to have to really hurt somebody. They got to reenact. They got to reenact those little clips of, remember when Lilo and Stitch first came out, they did little animated segment, little teaser trailers before we knew anything about the story, Hawaii or anything like that. And he was just going into all the different Disney movies and ruining the story that we remember. And as much as Lilo Stitch is still a phenomenal movie, I'm talking about the animated one, I was a little disappointed when that wasn't the story, because that's why I thought they was about to do something really creative and bring all the characters together. But they didn't do that, and that upset me. But then Lilo Stitch was phenomenal. So, okay, fine. Great story, great family, we love it. But even though Lilo, as cute as she is a problem. Because what you're not going to do is embarrass me. Because Lilo was embarrassing. She was embarrassing to her sister, embarrassing to the whole family. And the thing about Lilo is she didn't care. And it's like, I felt so bad for her sister every time I went, because she's trying to keep this thing together. The parents is gone, and here come you and this beast of an animal getting me fired from every job with your way. Almost about in there, burnt the house down. Like you are not making this easy. Whew, I had to get that off my chest. I've been holding that back for years. I always felt bad for her sister. Like, gosh, and then they trying to take you away from me. Like, you are not making this easy. Woo. Yeah, Lilo and Stitch. And that's what made the movie so good. I think it was the yearning of her sister trying to keep her and her sister together. But Lilo's this little cute, very cute, but like annoying kid. Yikes. So yeah. And to that point, I'm gonna kind of swap here. The one who's going to be playing Lilo, her name is Maya. Oh gosh, I hope I say your name right. Kealoha. I hope I said it right. Let's watch a clip.
My name is Maya Kealoha, and I play Lilo in the live-action Lilo and Stitch. Yay!
Is she not? Is she not adorable? Like, at first I was like, I don't know about this movie, right? Like, all right, we're gonna see. After that clip, she is Lilo. They couldn't have cast a better Lilo than this little girl. She looks like Leo. She sounds like Lilo. She feels like Lilo. And I'm like Leo. Who's Leo? Lilo. Man, such a great person to pick for this character. And as cute as she is presenting herself and showing herself, you can tell she can give the set. Because Lilo is, don't come for, I'm playing a little thing right here. Come for her if you want to, you get knocked out. So don't play games with Lilo. Okay, and I think she'll bring that forward. I'm looking forward to that. And then they had like a teaser of him destroying a sandcastle, similarly to the scene when he's knocking down the pre-built play castle in the house. I do hope they still keep that scene. I hope they only did the sand thing just for us, just for the teaser. But I hope they still do the scene that we all remember in the movie. Okay, Sonic 3 and Mufasa are coming out the same day, December 20th. Now, I don't plan to see either one of them in theaters unless I go with friends or something like that. If I had to pick between the two, I'm mixed because Sonic 3 looks more entertaining, more fun than Mufasa, but I think Mufasa will have a deeper story. And so the question is, do I feel like crying when I go to the theaters? I don't know, because Mufasa's probably going to make me cry. But Sonic 3 feels like a good time. But like I said, I don't plan to go see them unless I go with friends. And then it'll be up to my friends to decide where we're going to go. So I'm mixed feelings, but that's December 20th. So Glitch Productions, I was introduced to them when they aired episode 3 of the Amazing Digital Circus on Netflix. I talked about it on the show maybe 2 months ago, October-ish, can't remember. And it was like number 1 on Netflix. People were watching it. It was good. It's so wacky. It's so strange. It's so odd. It's all about like, it's very much a psychological, what is real, the Matrix meets a circus type of concept. It's really, really good. But they just put a little like sneak peek teaser thing, not a sneak peek, just like a teaser image. And people are in the comments like, what you trying to say? You talking about you come back? Because you ain't say nothing. And then in the comments, somebody, I'm gonna put the image here, posted a screen grab. But when I went to Netflix, it wasn't there. And it says that it's new episodes coming soon, December 13th. I was about to say 13th. And then it has the 9 episodes. But when I went, it wasn't there, but it could have been in a different location. You know, every location has different things. So that could have been in a different part of the world. I'm in the USA. Now, I could have checked using a VPN or something like that. This ain't sponsored, but usually that's how people go into sponsors, using the VPN. Then they go and talk about VPNs. We ain't there yet, but soon. But I could have used that and then found out where it was. But I didn't feel like doing all that. Anyway, it's a great show, and I do really hope that's what that was. I hope that's true because I'm looking forward to seeing that. Okay, let's talk about Secret Level. So it seems like they're posting, from what I'm catching at least, it seems like they're posting 2 trailers a week. Because remember, this Secret Level is a series of random, I won't call it random, but an assortment. That's probably a better way. An assortment of game to show series, just like random series. And it's airing on Prime December 10th, so that's in 2 weeks. It's just looking so good. They showed one trailer, which is Armed Cord, which stars Keanu Reeves. I mean, he's obviously on fire because he's the voice of Shadow and Sonic. Looks good. I don't know anything about Armcord, that game. I never heard about it. And then Spunkly, it seems like it's like a phone game, but I'm not sure because when I looked up the game, it looks like a game you would play on your phone. Never heard of it before, but the style of this animation looks really, really cool. Doesn't look anything like the game on the phone because the game on the phone is very like flat. But it looks good. Here's the thing. I'm really looking forward to this because I think it's going to be one of those things. I think this will help Prime keep their momentum because the best show on Prime is The Boys and they're about to end. So they need those things that can keep them striving. And I think this series is going to be the thing to keep them striving because it's endless. There's so many games that you can easily do. And just like Death, Love, and Robots, there's one particular episode that does get a reoccurrence, and so it's been 3 seasons and they had one each season, and I think that's special because that means people really loved it and they kept calling them back to make more animations. So I can only imagine Secret Level doing the same thing where we get a bunch of them, but maybe there's 2 or 3 that's like, wow, okay, make sure they're in season 2 even though we're going to get some new stuff. Why not? Okay, so The Bad Guys 2, it's coming out August 1st. They just did their first official trailer. It looks good. The Bad Guys first one was really good. The first one was basically the idea of all these these animals that are considered bad are bad, and they are actually bad guys. And then they basically change to become good. And then this one, it seems like they have been good, but they're forced into doing something bad, and they have no choice. So they're kind of like being threatened, blackmailed to do something bad. So it's a great little twist. It's a silly, fun movie, but definitely one of those you want to check out. And I think I don't know if I'll go to theaters to see it, but I wouldn't mind because it really was really good. Okay, there was a first look at Frankenstein. Just an image. It's giving Wicked. It looks phenomenal. It looks really good. Oscar Isaac is playing Dr. Frankenstein, and Jacob Elordi is playing Frankenstein's monster. What's the story about? Don't know. Is it like the true origins of Frankenstein? I'm assuming yes, but I don't know. And it's going to be on Netflix. I'm okay with a next straight to Netflix movie as long as you kill it. And that's going to be in 2025. There's no actual date for that. And then last but not least, the Fantastic Four. It's called Fantastic Four First Steps. You can see an image they just wrapped up this week. I'm assuming already, or at least by the end of this week, they said it's wrapping up. It's actually airing July 25th, which is the day before my birthday. So that's that I'll go to the movies to see. Not because of the Fantastic Four necessarily, but just because it falls the day before my birthday. So I'll, with or without friends, I'll treat myself to go to the movie theaters and watch it, and I'll see that. I have high hopes because I like this cast. And I think this movie will do well because of the cast. Not because of the story, not because of the graphics, although we don't know what it looks like yet. But I don't think that's the thing that's driving people to see this. I really think this is just a fun cast. And I'm looking forward to seeing it because of that. Okay? Now, before we move on to the last segment, we're not going to do Just Ask Jay today, but we will do a segment that we haven't done in a while. Go ahead and get your Etsy stickers. Okay? These are some of my best-selling stickers. This is That Girl. This is That Girl. And this is, I think it's Girl with Coffee. I'm not good with naming things. And this one's literally Just Pickles, which is my best seller. I even have sticker sheets that are available now. We got the fall pack available now. We have the, what is this? Winter pack. And we have the Fruit Girls pack available now. The reason why it's open here is because I always like to put a little extra inside. Definitely go ahead and check it out. It's on my Etsy shop. You can go to jcutt.com and get some stuff from there and go to the Etsy shop from there, or you can go straight to the Etsy shop down below. You definitely want to check it out this week. And I think I'm going to let it go for a few weeks. Is a Black Friday sale. I think I got 40% off or something. So you definitely want to go over there and just get as much stickers as you want with that sale. Okay, that's it.